Hey folks, welcome back to the Lone Pine Tarot. I have another awesome pick a card reading for us today that is all about a wish that is about to come true for you. So this generally will happen about a few weeks to a month after you view this reading, as it is timeless. Without further ado, let's pick our piles. We have for pile number 1's the card Mountain Lights with the subtitles Light Beings, Portals, Subtle Energies. For my pile number 2's, I have the card Homeward Traveler with the subtitles Completion, Reunion, Return. And for my pile number 3's, I have the card The Seer with the subtitles Future Prospects, Decisions to Make, Seeking Guidance. So whenever you are ready, my lovely viewers, to hear about the wish about to come true for you within the next few weeks, as always, the timestamps for the readings are down in the description box below and the top pinned comment at the top of the comment section. Head down to either section to click on the timestamp for your reading, and I will see you in our discussion about your wish about to come true. Bye. Hello, my awesome pile number 1's. Welcome to your pick a card reading today that is all about a wish about to be granted within the next few weeks after you view this reading. So as you recall, the card used to help pick your pile was the card Mountain Lights. And at the bottom here it says Light Beings, Portals, Subtle Energies. Okay. So before I read more into your pile leader, I'm going to get everything out on the desk here. Your tea leaves for today are door. Opportunities are waiting for you, okay? So some sort of door is opening for you, pile number 1's. Let's see more about what that is with the other cards. We have for your Botanical card, Gladiola or Gladiolus, strength of character and moral integrity, and the quote at the bottom says, "Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experiences of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved." And that was a quote from Helen Keller. Okay. Strength of character and moral integrity. Doors opening, mountain lights. Okay. Your angel card for today is Expect Miracles. Okay. So a time of receiving something, kind of like what the reading is all about, but like I said, we will read more into that with the other cards. I'm going to set down your tarot cards for just 1 second. Your Nature's Whispers is Make a Decision. Okay, so pile number 1's. We're on the cusp of some sort of doorway here, especially not only with your Make a Decision card. You can kind of see that she's halfway between two different worlds. I mean, one side over here kind of looks like Egypt with hieroglyphics, and then also the pyramids of Giza look like they're down here in the far corner. I'm not sure if you can pick that up on camera. But then over here, she's also halfway in a lush world. It looks almost like tropical rainforest, so that could be like South American. Stuck between two different worlds, and especially here with your doorway. I mean, a doorway is kind of the same thing where it's like we're stuck or we're waiting on the precipice of a boundary of some sort. So I'm pretty sure your wish has something to do with that, pile number 1's. There's some sort of decision you've made or are looking to make, and you're hoping to either get really good guidance on which decision to make, or you're looking for a wish to be fulfilled from that decision that you've already made, depending on who you are, as this is a general reading. And then let's look at your tarot cards really quick. You have, let's see, first up, the Six of Pentacles reversed, okay? Something to do with reciprocity or imbalance in your life of some sort. And then we have the Lovers reversed, so this could be with romance. It could also be something to do with making a choice, because that's another interpretation of the Lovers, and like I said, Make a Decision and Doorway were 2 other cards you got. So making a choice of some sort is kind of a theme here. It could also be that you're looking for someone else to make a choice. Ace of Wands, okay. The spark of something new. And last but not least, I'm going to shuffle these over just a titch. We have the Magician. Okay, manifesting things, doing, creating. Okay, pile number ones. Like I said before, we already kind of covered it a bit with your other oracle cards. There's some sort of situation where you've been wishing for something to manifest. You've been wishing for either yourself to, there's kind of three different ways I see this. It's either a situation where yourself, you are looking for guidance in some way to make a decision, or you have made a decision and there's some sort of wish you want granted from the outcome of that decision, or you're waiting or hoping for someone else to make a decision, and that's your wish, is for them to make a particular decision from these different options that they're choosing from. A lot of you, I'm seeing it's something to do with romance or relationships, hence the Lovers reversed here. It could be, if this is a romantic thing for you, pile number ones, especially with your Six of Pentacles reversed here, the Ace of Wands and the Magician in conjunction with the Lovers reversed. It's someone that you've been giving hints to that you're interested in if you're single, and you're hoping that they're going to reciprocate that feeling. They're going to share that spark with you. They're going to kind of work with you and manifest a relationship with you. So that's if you're single with romance. Let's see. If you're currently in a relationship, there's some sort of imbalance with reciprocity in the relationship. Maybe you've been looking kind of for like another spark in this relationship to kind of keep it going. Maybe things have kind of gotten a little bit dull. Maybe things have gotten a little bit one-sided with this relationship, and you're hoping that the other person will start picking up the slack on their side of the relationship if you're currently in a relationship. If this is related to like making a decision of some sort on your end, like I said, it's like you're looking for guidance. You're hoping for a sign. The wish fulfilled would be finally coming to the decision of which way to go, right? And if this is a decision that someone else is making, which could be, anything from, like we said, with romance, right? Someone making the decision to be in a relationship with you if you're single, someone making the decision to kind of bring back a spark into the relationship if you're currently in a relationship, things like that. Like I said, the wish fulfilled would be the manifestation of what that thing that you're looking for is. So let me look at your gladiola here for a second. Strength of character and moral integrity. Interesting. Cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Character. Only through experiences of trial and suffering can this all be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. So pile number ones, I think if this is a romantic related matter for you that you've been wanting a wish fulfilled in this area, it says here for sure that this is coming, especially with the Ace of Wands and the Magician. That's about the spark of something new, and Magician is like manifesting, and of course, expect miracles here with your Angel card. So things are coming, the thing that you've been wishing for in the romance sphere. You're just on that cusp here, especially like I said with Make a Decision and the Door. But you're probably also kind of wondering like why it took so long, or why it was such a struggle to get to this point here, especially with your gladiola, because it talks about, going through strife creates character. Probably related to a life lesson is what I would say in relation to that card. And even here with your Mountain Lights card, a lot of times in order to get to success, we kind of have to climb up a mountain first. So there was, metaphorically speaking, there was a sort of struggle or lesson to be learned before you got to this wish fulfilled. But I am seeing that whatever the wish specifically is for you, pile number ones, you are almost there. You're just on the cusp of it, especially, with your Mountain Lights, it says portals, you've got Door, expect miracles, make a decision, being kind of on the half of one side and one half on the other. So you're almost there. It's just, perhaps it even kind of just requires one little decision on your end to finally step over that threshold, or just one little decision from someone on the other end if it's someone else that you're waiting to make a decision. But yeah, so like I said, just to summarize, for most of you, this wish is something about, if it's romantic, it's for singles, someone reciprocating your interests, reciprocating the spark, okay? If you are in a relationship, it's the renewal of a spark in that relationship, of a little bit more, a rebirth of maybe some of the more honeymoon feelings if you've been in the relationship for a while. if it's for, like, let's say related to I'm not saying too much about career or jobs, but if there is something you're waiting on for, like, I mean, it could be like you put in a job offer, or like you interviewed for a job and you're waiting for a job offer back, and you're looking for some sort of reciprocity here, especially with that Six of Pentacles reversed and manifesting that. And then, of course, the interviewer or whoever's hiring you is going to be the person making that choice, making that decision. It seems like you will get that job offer that you've been looking for if this is a career-related wish that you've been looking for. Let's see if there's anything else I see. Yeah, so for most of you, I think this is related to either career or romance. But in general, without tying it to a specific category, you're waiting for reciprocity, for someone to get back to you on something, to make a decision or a choice, or for yourself to make a choice based on someone's giving reciprocity for something, right? And it's kind of the spark of something new, especially with that Ace of Wands, and manifesting a desire you've had for a long while, especially with the Magician and the Expect Miracles card. You're right on that cusp. Like I said, portal, door, expect miracles, make a decision. You're almost there. It's just there's one little step left that you're waiting for, and it seems that the wish granted or wish fulfilled will be that final step coming, is being promised to you, that will push you over the threshold into this new world, so to speak. So yeah, I mean, I see it's almost kind of like, especially with your make a decision card and door, your life was one way before, and now once you step over this threshold, it's going to become sort of a new way. So I get the sense that there's maybe some sort of, how do I describe it? It's new energy. It's something that you either haven't had for a while or something you've been wishing for a long time. If it's a job search, maybe you've had a lot of disappointing interviews, or at least feedback from interviews. If it's like a relationship search, maybe you've had a lot of disappointments in love recently. Like I said, that energy of climbing the mountain, there's been a lot of struggles on the way here, but I do see that this will be granted. So, like I said, for singles, it's being reciprocated in love. In relationships, it's being reciprocated in effort. In career, it's being reciprocated in getting a job offer. If you've been interviewing someone, making a choice, the spark of something new, right? And that is it. So this was a short little sweet reading for you today, my lovely pile number ones. Congrats on your wish being fulfilled. I wish you a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, my lovely pile number twos. Welcome to your pick a card reading today that is all about a wish about to come true for you within the next few weeks or so. So as you recall, the card used to help pick your pile was Homeward, Traveler, Completion, Reunion, Return. I've always loved this card. Of course, I'm a little bit biased because there's a lot of pine trees around in it. But yeah, lovely card about returning somewhere, completing something, etc. I will read more into that as we get your other cards on the desk for you, pile number twos. So let's first look at your tea leaf you received. Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Okay. That is always lovely to hear, right? Let's get some more details on that, though, before I continue. Your botanical inspirations flower is the trumpet gentian. Power and healing, and it says, to get what you love, you first have to be patient with what you have. Okay, so maybe a bit of a holding pattern you've been in, pile number twos. Patiently waiting for something, hoping to overcome something. Let's see what else pops out. I'm going to set your tarot cards down here with me till towards the end. Your angel card is manifestation. Look at that. Manifesting the thing we've been asking or hoping for or preparing for. Okay. Always lovely to get in a wish reading, right? And then your nature's whispers is expansion. So the growth of something, the increase of size of something, broadening horizons could be another interpretation of expansion, especially with those hot air balloons in the background, right? And then let's look at your tarot cards to get the nitty-gritty details, right? So your tarot cards today are the Child or Page of Wands reversed. Okay, so maybe we've been lacking optimism in some area. Let's see what else pops out. The Lovers, that came out for pile 1 too. Okay, so that could mean something with romance or just a choice to be made. Our two traditional interpretations of the Lovers, right? And then we have the Elder or King of Swords reversed. Maybe a bit of analysis paralysis. Maybe that holding pattern I was talking about before. Okay. And then we have the Nine of Swords, anxiety over something. So pile number 2 is there's something you've been worried about recently, especially with that Nine of Swords over here. Poor little Mousy is getting a bunch of swords pointed at him, right? That's pretty anxiety inducing is kind of the feeling of that card, right? Lots of thoughts surrounding you, especially with swords, are the suit of air, which is communication, thoughts, things we say, etc., our mind. So lots of worries recently over something, especially, like I said, with the Page or Child of Wands reversed. That's like the lack of optimism in some area. And then King of Swords reversed is not being sure about something. It could be lack of ability to make a decision on something. Let's see what else pops out. Especially here with the Lovers, too, because like I said, that can mean romance. It can also mean a choice that we make of some sort. I think what's been happening, pile number 2, is there's some situation where there's an obstacle that's been in your way that you've really been wishing to get out of the way, especially with your Triumph Over Troubles and Obstacles card over here with the Eagle. Something's been blocking you, something you've really been wishing would just move. It could be something tangible, it could be something metaphorical. As this is a general reading, everyone's going to be different. And you've really, really been hoping here, especially with manifestation, to manifest a way past that obstacle. Now, like I said, the Lovers can mean it's something romantic, but like I said, it can also mean a choice of some sort. It could be that you've had some analysis paralysis, been a bit of a holding pattern regarding some choice to be made. You're kind of like pile number 1s that way. You have a lot of similar vibes to pile number 1s. And I think, especially with your Power and Healing card here and your Homeward Traveler about completion, return, and reunion, you're wanting to return to something and there's an obstacle in your way. You've been pretty pessimistic, or things have been looking kind of bleak for it. Hence, the Child of Page of Wands reversed. It could be a return to home somewhere, hence Homeward Traveler. It could be a return to a relationship with somebody that you've been hoping to get back together with. It could be a return to some sort of norm. It could be just a return to emotional health if you've been struggling with some mental health issues recently, especially with that Nine of Swords popping in, because that can also be the card of mental health. Either way, that's the obstacle for you, and it has to do with, like I said, power and healing from something, gaining your power back in some way. Maybe even if it's like an anxiety, mental health, depression-related issue with expansion over here. It's like broadening your horizons, wanting to feel uplifted again here, especially with the hot air balloons. Something you've been really working hard at getting over, or returning back to some sort of norm that's there's been obstacles in your way. So what I'm seeing here for you, pile number 2, is if your wish is related to getting back to some sort of situation where your mental health or your emotional health was better, I'm seeing that you're on the mend here, especially, like I said, with Power and Healing, Triumph over Obstacles and Troubles, returning home here with Homeward Traveler. Yeah, so if that is your wish that you've been working on or you've been manifesting, that's what's coming to you. I see it within the next few weeks here, an uplifting in mood, an uplifting of anxieties. I'm not getting anything specific as to what will lift those anxieties. It could just be that time in general helps heal, but if that's the case for you, you're going to feel more uplifted in the next few weeks. There's going to be healing internally for you, pile number 2's return to what was, in terms of, maybe some happier times, and maybe that will help uplift you out of having analysis paralysis with something, or maybe being a little bit pessimistic about something. If it's related to romance for you, pile number 2, is if you've been really wishing for something romance related, I think what's happening is that there's someone that you're interested in, or you're looking for romance in general, but maybe you've been having quite a hard time. And so you become a little bit pessimistic about it. Maybe you're not even sure that you want to continue looking for romance in general or relationships. Hence, the Child of Wands and the Elder of Swords reversed. that's like a pessimism card, right? And then having a hard time deciding or knowing how to go forward with the Elder of Swords reversed. I do see, though, because of your eagle triumph over troubles and obstacles, that this wish granted, if it's related to romance for you, that you will overcome this obstacle and you will manifest something that you've been looking for in the realm of romance. Now, if you're single, that could be finding a partner, or finding at least, someone to, spend time with romantically, right? If you're in a relationship, it could be there's been an obstacle in your relationship and you've been trying to figure out, like, how do we get back to, where we were, hence Homeward Traveler, where things were happier in the past. I do see you overcoming that here, overcoming that obstacle in your relationship, to much happier pastures like the way it was before. So let's see if there's any other messages coming out here. Let's see. Yeah, and then expansion too is interesting because, like I said, that can mean like broadening our horizons, uplifting our mood and our spirits, seeing things from a wider, broader spectrum than we did before. Also just expanding ourselves in terms of our experiences with things. If some of you are looking to travel, especially with those hot air balloons here as symbolism in this card, I do see a wish granted in that area as well. Also just another indicator of a relationship working out here. I see the two hands holding each other. Seeing new horizons. There's a lot of castles in this card. I don't know if you're going to a place or you've been wishing to go for a place that there's a lot of castles. I know Europe has a lot of castles, right? So perhaps it's a country in Europe that you've been looking to travel to. But yeah, just something to do with like flight, especially with the hot air balloons and the hummingbird over here underneath my thumb. Yeah, expanding your horizons. And it could just be expansion in, if this is a romantic related thing for you. Yeah, I even see a couple down here. So maybe it's a type of relationship you haven't experienced before if you're single. Something maybe a lot more broadening, a lot more kind of, what's the word? Just a relationship in the way that you haven't had a relationship before, I guess is how I would say that, is something that's coming for those of you who are single. Yeah. But yeah, also travel, like I said. Any other messages popping out here for wishes granted? Yeah, just a lot of positive vibes for you, pile number 2s. I mean, not only, with the eagle triumph over obstacles, overcoming them, but manifesting. So whatever it is that you've been looking for in these areas, pile number 2s, I see that they are going to be granted here. Whether it be, better mental or emotional health, a relationship, overcoming an obstacle in a current relationship, or someplace that you've been wanting to travel. Like I said, I see Europe for a lot of you, hence, because of your Nature's Whispers card over here with the castles. Something to do with flight of some sort. So, yeah. A return to something you had before, especially with Homeward Traveler. Like I said, it could be return to better mental health, or return to normalcy or happiness within a relationship. But yeah. So, short and sweet reading for you today, my lovely pile number 2s. As always, I wish you luck with your wish granted. It seems like there's a lot of positive things coming here in these areas for you in the next few weeks. As always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hello, my lovely pile number 3s. Welcome to your pick a card reading today that is all about a wish about to be granted for you within the next few weeks after you view this reading. So as you recall, the card used to pick your pile was number 41, the Seer, future prospects, decisions to make, seeking guidance. All right, before I comment on that, I want to get your other cards on the desk so we can entwine themes together here. I'll put your tarot cards on the desk towards the end of when I lay out the cards. First up, though, is your tea leaf, which is bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Fantastic card to get during a wish reading, of course, right? Bread. All right. Put that there, actually. Your Botanical Inspirations or flower card is Gloxinia. Love at first sight and proud spirit. And the quote says, "When I saw you, I fell in love, and you smiled because you knew," which is from Mr. well-known Shakespeare, right? Lovely. Your angel guide card is Listen Deeply. Listen deeply, okay. And your Nature's Whispers is simply pause. Taking a pause. So maybe something surrounding a situation where things want to go a little slower. Taking time to listen to something. Let's see what else pops out with your tarot cards here. For tarot cards, you received the Five of Swords reversed. Could have been a recent verbal conflict of some sort. Okay. Related to this wish. We have Temperance, balance in things. Okay. Hot and cold, right? Fire and ice. Okay. We have the Four of Wands, happiness at home, celebration. Okay. Maybe related to your family. And then we have the Explorer, or the Knight of Pentacles as it's known in most decks. I always say Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady wins the race, dedication and commitment, right? Okay. Explorer of Pentacles or Knight of Pentacles is always about taking your time. So generally there's a momentum here, pile number 3 is with this wish, where there's a question or a need to slow down. And I say that because not only did you get the pause card here from your Nature's Whispers Oracle, but also with the Knight or the Explorer of Pentacles down here with the Bear. Like I said, slow and steady wins the race, dedication, commitment, slowing down. Also listen deeply. So for some of you, I think this is related to a relationship. If you've been wishing for something in the realm of romance, I think there's an aspect where you want someone to slow down, maybe to commit to you specifically, hence the pause and, all these other kind of slow down cards that are coming. If that is the case, I am seeing here with the cards that this person will slow down and commit to you, because this is a wish granted reading, right? They might just have a little bit of weight on it, but I do see just general momentum of slowing down and commitment here, especially with the Knight of Pentacles. And then too, the Four of Wands is, happiness at home, celebration, right? There could have been a little bit of an argument over it here, especially with the Five of Swords reversed. That's the card of kind of the after the battle. There was maybe a little bit of a verbal tiff over something in a relationship, or maybe someone that you want to be in a relationship with. Maybe someone was blowing hot and cold here, especially with Temperance. You've been asking for more balance. You've been asking for more stability is another theme I'm seeing here with this. And the wish granted is that person will maybe settle down a little bit and commit to you if that's the thing that you've been wishing for. Let's see. Anything with career. Yeah, so someone might have been a little bit proud too, especially here with your proud spirit under Love at First Sight with the Gloxinia. Maybe that's kind of where the verbal argument came from. People were being a little bit too proud on both sides. But I do see a rebalancing and a slowing down and stability here. If it's not related to romance, pile number 3 is, I do see from the Four of Wands, this could also be related to family. Perhaps there was a little bit of a family spat recently that you've been worrying about, and you're really, really hoping that things will mend, things will fix. I am seeing after a pause for you, if this is the case, pile number 3 is, if it's family related. After a pause and after a time of people kind of digesting everything that was said, that things will rebalance themselves and get back to normal, especially here with your bread period of prosperity and abundance. If this is career or money related, pile number 3s, let's interpret it for that situation. I don't know, maybe you had a pause in money coming in, or there was a pause at work, or you've been looking for a pause at work, just more balance at work in general. Maybe you even had a little bit of an argument with a boss over it, or someone at work over your workload, that type of thing. I do see a slowing down in that case, if you've been really hoping that work will just kind of slow down and you can rest a little bit more, maybe not be so harried, so rushed at work. That is also coming. Also, if it's money related, something that you've been wishing for, I am seeing, like I said, bread, period of prosperity and abundance. So there is more money coming in, especially if there was a little bit of a pause. Perhaps you lost your job, or you're between jobs right now. There is prosperity coming in that situation. Let's see if there's anything else that's popping out here, pile number 3s. So to summarize, yeah, if this is a relationship, there might have been a verbal spat. Things will rebalance and slow down. There will be commitment if that's what you're looking for. If this is in family, once again, things will kind of readjust and rebalance after a little bit of a pause. If this is related to, a job or money, money will come back in after a pause. Or if this is like a job that you've been looking for after a pause, like maybe, like I said, perhaps got fired or let go, there is prosperity coming in that area as well. So likely a new job offer, or some sort of prosperity or success in terms of how you make your money, right? And then let's look at your pile leader for a second here. Future prospects, decisions to make, seeking guidance. The Seer. Yeah. Something you've been really pondering over a lot lately, pile number 3, is you've been really, really focused on it. So that's kind of another indicator as to what this wish is for you. Because especially like you see the Seer here, she's looking really closely at that crystal ball in her hand. Really pondering, really hoping. Kind of something related to the direction of your life, maybe the path that you're taking. It's like an important decision or an important aspect of your life that you've been kind of like this wish is related to. So like, for example, if that is like a relationship, of course, commitment is always like a big step on a journey, at least in terms of the relationship. Same thing where like if there's like a family thing going on, how our family is getting along does affect us a lot in our path through life. So, yeah. All right, well, that was a short and sweet reading, my lovely pile number 3s. Good luck to you on your future path. Congrats on your wish being granted. And as always, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.